Hey, hey.
G'day, g'day.
I'm Collette.
I'm Grant.
And together we're the Simple Joys. Welcome in, Shelby.
Thank you, everyone watching the video. I want to thank everyone, especially this week, for watching and commenting on the peacock video too. Thanks for all the support. Hope you liked it.
Good morning, Turbo Fish. Now, a quick question.
Hey, Shelby. Hey, Turbo.
Quick question. Does the sign read backwards to you guys or just to us?
And TSJ.
Yeah, and the TSJ.
Does it say TSJ or JST?
The mirror effect wasn't working, so I couldn't flip it.
Collette picked up a couple of new little pretty knickknacks for the back wall this week.
Pretty neatly. Just to me. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Ah, good. So it's normal for them.
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
TSJ is obviously for the Simple Joys. And Collette got 2 hearts and a star, and we already had the signs.
Yeah. The sign says laugh, and behind you it says dream. Dream, dream, dream.
All I have to do is dream.
Thank you, Turbo Fish.
Thank you. And good morning to you too, mate. How's your week been so far?
It's just going on 10 p.m. here.
Yeah, it's Saturday night for us. And we're in our jammies for the night. And we figured you guys would probably still be in your jammies getting up early. So we'd call a pajama party. This is what I'm wearing to bed tonight. Cookies!
Monster. Hey, Mr. Boots. Welcome in.
What are you wearing to bed tonight?
I got...
All you need is love. You can't see the love. You'll have to jump. There it is. All you need is love. Love. All you need is love.
So we're in our PJs.
Are you all in your PJs or you got changed already?
7 a.m. for Mr. Boots. Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Boot.
Got any plans for the weekend, any guys? Mr. Boots, Shelby, Turbo Fish.
We're halfway through our weekend already.
We've had rain.
It's been beautiful. We had a really hot week because we're in summer here, so we had a nice hot week, and then we finally got some rain. We've been waiting on rain for ages, hey?
Yeah. And it was only, what was it, last week I said that we were needing rain desperately.
Yeah.
And
I think you said that to JJ, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. And I also said that will be provided, and we were provided.
There you go. Being looked after as usual.
Yes. No you're stressing over anything because
you
get taken care of.
We completely rely on rainwater here, so no rain and the tanks start to empty down a bit. I think you guys just call them cisterns, the big rainwater tanks. And once they're empty, that's it. No water, or else we have to buy some, and there's no way we could afford to do that.
Not this week. Anyway.
Oh. Yeah, this week we've had to pay car registration, and we put some new tyres on the car and a couple of other things. So we've had a big week with bills.
Turbo Fish says weather is pretty miserable here in Chicago. Pretty sure we'll organise a fish room again. We did a 29 last night for me, endless, and some shrimp.
Ah, some shrimp. Never had shrimp. We've had crayfish, but they're obviously a lot bigger than shrimp. We used to breed crayfish, and sell them to the local pet shop fish store.
Yeah, we did the apple snails, or they call the mystery snails.
I don't know if you call them anything else, Turbo. The mystery snails or apple snails, the big sort of creamy yellow coloured ones.
We did them for many years, hey?
What's going on there?
I don't know. It's your chair and my chair not gelling together.
The arms clashing.
Yeah, we did we had an endless supply of those apple snails, but we haven't been able to had any luck with them ever since we moved.
Haven't got a tank just set up for them.
No.
But they tend to get eaten by anything else in the tank if they're in with anything else.
Yeah.
Some people use them for cleaning the tanks, and that might be all right if you've only got guppies or something. But we've got cichlids, so most of our big cichlids just eat everything.
Well,
I have to get up there and take some more videos of the fish room too.
We've bred rats.
Rats. Yeah, started off, we just got a pair of rats, and they started breeding as they do.
Yeah, but he's got a girl in Michigan sending myself some cloning crayfish, but there's a fella with all the white ones, beautiful. I breed snails too, Grant. Have to for the puffer, mystery, apple, rabbit, and ram's horn. Ram's horn.
And ram's horn got the little cone-shaped shell, tiny little cone. I thought ram's horn was a pest. We used to get them, if it's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know if they've got another name, but the little cone-shaped ones, I used to get in amongst the gravel and had a really hard time getting rid of them. They'd just about take over the tank.
We did, well, what else did we do?
And those white ones are real pretty. Hey, S. Adams.
Hey, S. Adams. We did,
thanks for calling in.
Hermit crabs also, but we never bred the hermit crabs.
MTS is the cone shape.
Got those too.
Now you got me thinking what MTS stands for.
How are you, S. Adams?
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there was a stage there we were supplying the pet shop with a few things, hey?
Yes.
Baby crayfish, snails, pet rats. Those rats just bred and bred. We started off with one pair, and they bred a few times, and then we got another pair in to cross match and start breeding, because we ended up with a few tanks and we'd have different setups in each one with all the different families and crossbreed them over each other, and they're really nice, the hooded rats.
Thank you. He said he likes
Malaysian trumpets. No, that's it. That's the one I'm thinking of.
He loves the background.
Thank you.
He's just getting up. Rise and shine.
Bring out the glory, glory, rise and shine. And bring out the glory, glory, rise and shine.
It's just hit 10 p.m. here. So we're in our pajamas, and hopefully we'll have others joining us in theirs.
Well, this weekend it's raining and it's actually a bit cold for a change.
It is. It's chilly.
Well, you wouldn't call it cold. We're probably down to 40 Fahrenheit, which is cold for us.
17 degrees, I think it has been
Celsius.
today. Yes, Celsius. So I don't know what that converts to. Sorry, guys.
But it's cold compared to what we've been getting.
Yes.
Last week all I wore was just boxer shorts all through the night. No shirt or anything because it was so hot.
S. Adam's still in his PJs.
Yeah, I thought you would be, because I thought I was pretty early there and it's late here, so we'll call it PJ party.
Yeah. And like I get cold. I get cold really easy.
Yeah.
So I've got my slippers on also. You got your coffee.
It's really cold now. It's an old one.
I'll make a fresh one soon.
I wish I knew some fish people who lived close to me around here. I'd give them a heap of our albino convicts.
And sell off some tanks.
I've got so many convict fish here now at the moment, but they're the albino ones. Well, I've got normal convicts too with the stripes, but my albino ones bred a while back and I separated them and kept about 200 fry, and they're starting to grow now and no one wants them. I've been offering to give them away, but there's not really, we're in a really small country town and hardly anyone here has fish tanks.
I think mainly too because convicts are that common.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're common convicts.
But that's all right. I make up for everyone else in the town not having tanks by having so many.
S. Adams got up at 4:30 a.m., been to Walmart, got some groceries, and came back and put PJs on.
At 4:30?
That's crazy.
You must just about have a 24-hour Walmart. What time do they open?
Walmart must be 24-hour.
You're kidding. That's crazy.
There's nothing 24-hour.
Yeah, that's why I'm having a hard time getting rid of them, Turbo. Everyone starts with breeding convicts. Everyone's got them. I just thought because they're albinos, I might be able to get rid of a few. And I did find a fish shop when I was in the city. I bought some food there last time and I asked them if they wanted any. And they said, yeah, bring them in. We'll swap them for food or take them off in the counter or something like that. But it's a long trip. It's like an hour away and I hardly ever go there. So I dare say most of them will end up being feeder fish.
Most American Walmarts are 24 hours and it's empty at those hours. Yeah,
Wow.
There's nothing 24-hour in our township. Not even
we're in a quite little rural town. We're not near the city.
Yeah, not even a gas station. Everything shuts here. The gas station shuts at 9 and
Yes.
all the other shops shut around 7.
Yes, Americans are converting our language. Colette's speech pattern and mine are starting to change because we never call them gas stations. In Australia, we call them servos. But we're starting to use all the USA words when we talk online.
You got any birds? We put them in a pond to let the birds eat them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, well, there's heaps of birds here, but I haven't really got a pond. And they'd be gone in one day if I'd done that, Turbo. I'd much rather give them to my fish because I've got big tanks with
American
Oscars. What else have I got in that other tank? African cichlids. I've got electric yellows, 6-bar frontosia.
Jack Dempsey's.
In the other tank, I've got Jack Dempsey's, Severum, Flowerhorn, Green Texas. So I've got heaps of cichlids. They'd be feeder fish for me, no worries if I want to do that.
Good for Oscars.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That can be their food supply.
Yeah.
And breed them just to feed them.
It's been, well, actually most of my big cichlids have never had live food. I always give them bloodworms and shrimp.
The only one that had was Bruce.
Bruce the bitch. We've got a big girl Oscar called Bruce, and she's a lovely tiger Oscar.
Yeah. You can hear
Fisher?
Footsteps.
Yeah, I'm thinking the flowerhorn will eat them quicker than anything, Turbo. I had a heap of flowerhorn. I had a tank full. I bought a lot of fry for like $2 each ages back, and I grew them up and I sold all of them except 2. I kept what I thought was male and female.
No worries. He's gathering laundry. I did all mine today.
We've been doing heaps of laundry because our old washing machine has been playing up and stopping and starting and broke down on us a few days ago.
It wasn't spinning. It hadn't been spinning for the last month, so I'd had to do a lot of things by hand. And yesterday we had to go out and do a few bills. And on the way back, we stopped in at the local tip shop.
Which is like a shop off the side of a junkyard. So it's a refuse tip where people dump all their stuff. Anything good they put in the shop and resell it.
And when I called in there the other day, they had this washing machine, but they had $50 on it. And they hadn't tested it. And I said, I'm not going to pay $50 for something that you haven't tested. And when we went back yesterday, it was still sitting there. And I said to Grant, I showed him, and he offered the man $10 and the man took it. So we brought it.
I got a washing machine for $10.
So we brought it home and plugged it in and it works. So
I had to try and juggle it to get it in the trunk then, and it didn't close. So I had to tie the trunk down, and we got it home though. And it turns out it's like new. Yeah.
So it's a Samsung twin tub, and I've managed to do all my washing in it today.
Hey, Turbo Fish, I used to have a big flowerhorn, a big male that started to get the coke or the the cock lump, whatever you want to call it. It was beautiful, and I think he might be on some of our really old videos.
Yes, in my white car. It
Yeah.
just fit. He had to tie down the boot.
But the twin tub washing machine, they're more of a rectangle shape than the box shape.
Yeah.
They're not like the big automatic washing machines. They're slightly more rectangle because they got two smaller tubs. They got a tub and then a spinner separate. So they're a little bit different. And it was a bit easier to get it in.
Yeah. As long as it works, I don't mind, because it was just, I couldn't, with the rain here, I haven't been able to use my clothes dryer. I've had to hang everything out on the line, which I don't like. But in the rain, you can't do that. So I had uniforms to wash. And with the new washing machine, I was able to spin them properly and put them in the clothes dryer.
You should see some of the things I used to get in our old wagon. It was like a station wagon. And I used to fold the back seats down that had roof racks as well.
You miss it, don't you?
I do.
You miss it.
Because I used to go around to all the dumps and junkyards and thrift shops, and I'd get anything I could get for an absolute bargain or really cheap. I'd load the whole car up, bring it all home, clean it up, fix it up, and then resell it. That's how I'd make a few bucks on the side.
That is so fantastic. I was so curious about your cars after seeing your white one. Our white one is as old as.
Oh, not really.
Well, it is.
But it's not new. We bought that just over a year ago.
2 years ago.
Nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was it was a good car for us.
Yeah.
Second hand, it was under 3,000.
Yeah.
And it's a 02 model.
Yes. It's
so
just
now it's about what, 16-year-old?
Yeah, it's a Ford sedan.
But that's still the newest car we've ever owned.
Yeah. S. Adams moved his whole house once in several trips in an old minivan.
Yeah, we've done that heaps of times, S. Adams. We were lucky if we had a trailer, or sometimes I would get a mate with a ute, or what you call a pickup truck, or with the bed in the back. We just call them utes, utilities. So I was really lucky if I could get a mate with a ute or a trailer to help. But if it wasn't for that, one time we even moved with like 20 trips in 2 cars. Hey, just 2 normal cars. We had to fit everything in. When
we moved from the city to out this way, we sold a lot of our stuff, so we didn't have to cart as much. We sold
It's not like we had a lot to start with.
Well, before we moved out here, we did. And all our stuff came in probably about two ute loads and 1 trailer. And that was from the city to here, so about just over an hour's drive with all that stuff.
Saved carting it all. None of it was real good anyway, so we just sold it all in yard sales. Just kept the basics and the necessities, bought that up, and then we started again, eh?
Yeah. We need to do that again.
We do.
Desperately. It's good to thin down. See, I'm a thrower.
And on the opposite.
He's the opposite. Opposites attract. My Aussie soldier friends in Afghanistan would say utes and confuse the crap out of us. Every truck was a ute. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done that also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to thin down and move. Like I grew up moving around different houses and different states and different places.
Collette's really good at moving.
I can have a whole house packed up in 2 days. Just done.
It's really through the house and it's empty after you've been living in it for so long too.
And it looks so dirty.
We used to enjoy it. We used every year or 2.
Yeah. We've been here since 2011. So we're 7 years.
But we've been living together for what? Yeah.
Since we were 18.
More than 20 years.
Yeah.
And we probably lived in 20 houses.
Yeah. Yes. There was a stage of every year.
Yeah. Some houses we stayed in for 2 years or just over, but most houses we'd only stay for a year. And I really liked that, moving around. We didn't move really far.
Just within different suburbia.
Yeah, all within an hour.
Yeah. But that's, it was just have different houses and try different things. Yeah. Same here, Collette. I was always moving, and then with my army times in life with Annie and my job. Yeah. Well, it's been good with the kids because bring up the kids and in the country. So that's why mainly we've stayed in this area for so long.
We're in like a town in suburbia and not too far from the city.
Yeah.
When we were first together and for our first couple of kids. And then we moved out here and I don't think we could move back now.
No.
We'd be flat out moving into the small town.
Because you just get too used to the isolation. Also, no neighbours. No neighbours is heaven.
That suits me. I always had trouble with neighbours.
Turbofish has taken Annie from Chicago to the south of Chicago to southeast and then Chicago again, thousands of miles. Yeah. Yeah. S. Adams wants to move back to the city, but loves the beach life.
You're on the beach, S. Adams.
I'd like to be in the middle, like a bit of country and a bit of beach.
Well, we're not far from the beach here, really. Colette's mum and dad live on
Bribie Island.
Bribie Island. So that's just a little island that's connected to the mainland by a bridge. So it's not far. There's just a bit of a passage in between. And then all the rest of the island is open to the ocean side.
Yeah.
So it's on the coast, not far from here. It's probably only an hour and a half away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just on that island, there's like 4 really beautiful big beaches.
Hey, Kiwi family, welcome in.
I was just saying to Collette, if we go this time, it works out early for USA.
Yeah.
And just before lunch for the UK. For us, so we might get a bit of each. Now we've got the Kiwi family in. She's from the UK. We've got people from the USA and us Aussies.
Yeah, your parents live on an island. It's only a really little island.
Yeah, it's just like a tourist island. It's not. It's not like Hawaii or Jamaica or nothing. It's not island life. But it is, I guess. But it's more like a little bit of a tourist getaway, isn't it?
Yeah. Before they moved there, we actually looked at moving there, hey?
Yeah.
And that was like before we had the 2 younger ones.
We used to go there all the time.
We used to go there holidaying, and then they moved there. How old's Fisher? They moved there 14 years ago. And, yeah.
Hey, Tonya.
We love going there for visits and holidays. And hey, Tonya, welcome in. Yes, it's 12:20 p.m.
I thought it was close to lunchtime, so just after lunchtime for Melissa.
Yeah.
And it must be about 6 o'clock or thereabouts, around 6 o'clock for the rest of you guys, I think.
Between 6 and 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Some earlier, depending on where they are, and some later, depending where they are. From my Google.
Who asked about the island? Turbofish. If you ever got the time and you're interested, Turbofish, there's a couple of videos we took last time we went to Bribie Island.
I think it was our beach holiday or something like that.
Our beach holiday, and that was
Aussie Beach.
We did it in 2 parts, and it shows a bit of the island. It's a really nice place, beautiful beaches here in Queensland.
Yeah, and get to see my mommy and my daddy.
Yeah. What I liked about when we went and stayed there is you can go for a walk of a night time and there's heaps of really good pathways all along the esplanade and up and down the beaches.
Yeah.
And it's quiet. It's really quiet.
Oh, when we last went on holidays, we walked there, hey, and the kids had their scooters. Sorry, I got an itchy eyeball. And it was just lovely. A moon in the distance. It was just gorgeous, hey, walking along the
I tried fishing there, but I'm not a good fisherman. I hardly ever catch anything.
You joke and say it's all been fished out. There's no fish left in that place because he can't catch any. He's never caught any in all these years we've been going there. Not one fish. I'd love to visit Australia.
You never really comprehend the size of it or just the diversity here at S. Adams until you come and have a look.
Yeah.
It's just, especially once you fly in and you get to have a look at it from the air, it's just an absolutely massive country. It's about the size of America without Alaska on it.
Oh, Turbofish says, "Oh, Customs sent me back your package. Got it yesterday. Didn't declare the candy, and it wasn't labelled with nutritional facts." Yeah, there's lots of different rules. It's crazy. A lovely lady sent me a list of things. I'll send that through to you. It's got all the things that are allowed and not allowed. So she said,
thank you so much for sending it though, Turbofish. Just sorry to come back to you.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a list that she found online, and it's just got all different things on it.
Because we're an island continent, like all our border is the ocean. We've got no neighbouring nations.
Yeah.
No other countries border us, so they're really tight on customs and what they let in.
Yeah, he says no fine, but a letter say, and he said, "Oops, sorry." Yeah, because all our things are labelled. Also, they're really strict on the labelling of their food and what's in it. And if it's anything nutty or anything, it probably wouldn't be allowed through. Yeah.
It seems we can send just about anything to you guys, though. I think we could just about send a kangaroo in a bloody big box.
But thank you for the lovely thought.
Yeah, really appreciate that. It's a shame that it come so far and then had to go back.
Would you ever visit the UK?
Yeah, I think so.
Eventually, I think. See, there's a lot of places in Australia that we haven't visited either.
Like we could spend 2 years just travelling around Australia and still not see half of it. Australia is just so much here to see. I would really like to see some of Australia before I go overseas.
Yeah, my grandparents are from England.
But I'd definitely be going to England or the UK in the summertime.
Yeah.
In their summer, definitely not winter. I think it's the same anywhere we went. If we went anywhere in the USA too, we'd have to go in their summer. Yeah,
because the winter would kill us.
Yeah.
It would be so cold.
I'd love to go to somewhere there's snow because we haven't seen snow.
Hey, DPK, welcome in.
But only for a little trip. So we might just go down south to New South Wales or Melbourne or Tasmania once in a few years when we hopefully a little bit better.
Yeah, well, the only places in Australia I've been is Queensland. That's where we are now. South Australia, which is down the bottom, and New South Wales. They're the only 3 states I've been. I haven't been to Perth, WA.
I'd like to go to Perth. Perth, Western Australia, that's all the western side of Australia, nearly cuts it in half. Western Australia takes up about a third of the country.
Yeah.
Good morning, DPK. Well, you guys too, there's some really cool channels in here. If you want to support each other, go right ahead and subscribe.
So the short end of that is eventually, but I want to do a tour around Australia first when the kids are a bit older.
I'd really like to see some of Scotland. Some of the really old stuff, the castles and stuff like that in the UK. I really enjoyed watching some of your Kiwi family where you went out to those places. I've never seen anything like that before.
Any particular reason, DPK? He said he's been up almost 2 days now. He's feeling goofy. Anything keeping you awake? You could see the whole of England in a day, Kiwi family says.
You wouldn't even see an absolute fraction of our state
in one
day. In one day, you might just see the nearest town.
We haven't even seen the whole of our state.
No way. We haven't even seen an eighth of our state.
Nope, not at all.
We could drive for a week and not even hit the top of Queensland.
See, there's Cairns. I don't know. Cairns is about 8-9 hours away, isn't it? I think something like that.
Flying.
Driving.
No.
Longer.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll take you 8 hours to drive, 8 hours or more, probably 12 hours to drive to Sydney. And Sydney's a hell of a lot closer than Cairns.
My meds to sleep been changed again, so I figure to catch up on bit. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you there. I'm pretty stable on mine now because I've been on the same meds for years, but if I ever miss them or get thrown out of whack with them, DPK, my sleeping patterns just go straight out the window.
Yeah.
What was that, buddy?
What?
I
thought you called me.
No, I was talking to Diesel.
Yeah, talking to Diesel.
Yeah, meds, and it's a bit of a balance. If I forget to take one or I go without for a couple of days or I'm late, stuff like that, it throws me out of whack. So I know what you're talking about.
Do you want me to do a fresh cup for you?
I'd love one, baby, unless you want me to do them.
No, do.
Okay.
I'm doing a fresh cuppa.
Anyone want a cuppa?
A cuppa.
Cup of tea, love. Hey, Melissa, would you like a cup of tea, love? Cup of tea and a crumpet or a bicky? Cup of tea and a biscuit? Slowly I'll start introducing some of you guys to some Aussie words. I think most of you guys in the USA only use cookie. What you call cookies, we call bickies, short for biscuits. Yeah, DPK, and it's funny how reliant your body gets on them. You don't realise, but you know, it is a drug, and I've run out of my script before and not been able to get it for a couple of days, and I start getting withdrawal symptoms, and you get that real spacey feeling in your head, like you can hear crickets and you're just a bit distant. Hey Zoe, we're actually up a bit late. It's only 10:30 p.m. Saturday night for us in Australia, but a lot of people in here it's early, and a couple of people it's lunchtime. Welcome in, Zoe. Gave you nightmares a lot. Yeah, well, one of my meds has helped do away with a lot of the nightmares. I had nightmares for about 25 years. And I brought it up when I started getting all the other stuff sorted out with the doctors, and I went into the chemist and he asked what the medication was for that the doctor prescribed, and I told him it's supposed to help with nightmares. I've been having nightmares for about 20 years, and his jaw nearly hit the ground. And when I saw the look on his face, I sort of realised, oh, that's right. Not everyone goes through that. And he looked horrified, but to me, it was just part of life. So it's been good to be on those ones. Those ones, it's actually an epileptic drug, I think, called sodium valproate, and it's sort of to stabilise epilepsy. But they use them to stabilise my moods and help with nightmares, and they helped. Yeah, it's really hard. Sometimes the different medications they try you on, the side effects are worse than what they're giving them to you for. It's really hard to find that balance. It takes a long time and a lot of patience. Really, the smell from the neighbour's cooking sets it off. You'll have a cuppa. You'll have a cuppa, love. Yeah, that's a bit rough. It's funny what a trigger can be, though, isn't it? It can be anything from, you know, a smell, a song, a sound. It's just little tiny things can trigger off such a big event inside your head and bring all those flashbacks. I even just with that, when I cut the end of that thumb off, cut it just above the knuckle, took all the nail bed and everything right off, took the end of the bone off, and I had flashbacks with that for about 2 years. And every time I went anywhere near the noise of like a saw, because it was a bandsaw that did it, and anytime I heard a saw, I would just cringe right up and tense up, and Yeah, so I know exactly what you mean. Here she is. How's your Diesel doing? He's not in here at the moment. Where is he? Outside.
He's in with the kids.
In with the kids. He's in the next room, Melissa. My big goofy goober. Yeah, just tensing up is only a mild version of it, and I know it can go a lot further than that.
Yeah, go too far.
But just at the very least, your whole body tenses up real tight, and the breathing gets tight and all that sort of stuff. Brings on all that anxiety. So hopefully they sort you out and it all settles down and they get you on some good meds soon, DPK.
Vape, CB pen, and I use the
Tinctures?
too.
I was only talking about this with one of my sons the other day, because a place we had a car accident years ago, he still gets a bit funny when we drive around that particular corner. And I've been in a few decent car accidents where I've rolled the car and where a car slid around in the wet and came into us head on. And if those exact conditions are replicated, your whole body just goes into that mode where it can feel it coming and you expect another accident to happen. It's just the way your body is. It remembers that danger.
It was the same when on wet roads when that car slid towards us.
Yeah. Just a survival technique. Your body wants to keep you out of danger and it remembers anything from those occasions and just put fight or flight.
I feel you, Turbo, when I get flashbacks when my uncle friend got killed in front of our house when I was 9. I saw him die, and it sucks because he was a good person.
Yeah. Lots of things can do it to you. I mean, people in the armed services, the armed forces, the army and that sort of thing, it's most well known for, and it's completely understandable, the stuff they see in combat. But it happens with a lot of things, accidents, injuries, even your childhood, if you're violent childhood and all that sort of stuff, it sticks. And you get those flashbacks, it's the same thing, it's all PTSD. It's just how your body copes with it.
Tinctures is American for drop, similar to eye drop. In trauma differently. It's a science I've tried to understand to help cope.
Cool. That is a really big thing. A little bit of education and self-awareness goes a long way. If you know why you're reacting the way you are and why you're getting anxious and frightened, especially with panic attacks, if you understand a little bit about why your body's doing it, it really does help heaps with the disorders. Good luck to anyone with that sort of thing too, because it's so common, so many people have it. All right, baby, you got a riddle for us?
Yeah. You pick one.
I'll pick one.
You pick one.
So we're not going to just work our way down the list.
Oh, you didn't like that one.
That's why I reckon we get it out the way first.
Okay, you do that one first.
I just thought it was too easy, but we'll see how we go. Just
if you think, I think if you understand why you're feeling the way you do, you can help yourself more. Gone from 13 pills a day
to one
to one
CBD. I'm trying to recognise what CBD stands for. Do you mind?
Turbofish will tell you.
Do you mind telling me what CBD is, Turbo? Because I'm curious. I know on paper I've got all the abbreviations like PTSD, OCD.
Anxiety.
No, I was thinking of the things that are reduced to 4 letters or 3 letters.
Okay, it's a
Derivative of marijuana that has no THC or euphoric effects. Okay, so it's in tablet form?
or liquid form.
We haven't got medical marijuana of any sort in Australia yet, have we?
They're trying to push for it.
They've been pushing for it for years.
You get fined.
I always said
get
too,
with it.
I'd really like to see what they could do with cannabis as an oral drug. I think if it's legalized and it's for medical use, I don't think it should be smoked, really. I think it should be in tablet form. That's my opinion anyway.
And see, marijuana is still illegal here.
Yeah. And that's definitely not coming from a naive stance or an ignorant point of view, because I have been around a bit. And we don't smoke anymore. We even give up cigarettes.
Yeah.
So I think if it was something medical, you should be able to have.
So I always wonder if it would help my pain.
Yeah. I'd be interested to look into it and give it a go if it was clinically tested and it was all approved and legal.
It's God grant me the serenity.
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to.
I've got it on a thing somewhere.
I used to say it every week.
God grant me
the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's a 12-step program. But it's been a while since I've said that. We used to say it at the start of every meeting.
The CBD has been great for turbofish. You can't smoke the marijuana with his job. Even the plant manager gets tested.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I went a bit overboard. I mean, I started off, a couple of tanks was really good for me. I was enjoying it and it was relaxing me heaps. And I thought, well, if I feel that good with 2 tanks, I'll get another one and another one and another one.
It's just too many.
And I started getting to the point where I was going places to have a look at tanks, and then they'd have fish and I'd buy more fish, and then I needed more tanks, and just built up. And now I really have made too much work for myself.
It's too much.
It used to be really relaxing, but now it's a bit too much work.
And if it becomes a chore, it's not fun. So
I do have to thin down on my fish, but I know what you mean. It's so nice. Even just the sound, the bubblers in the water and watching the way they swim is just so relaxing.
So it takes morphine, oxycodone, muscle relaxers, and a huge dose of gabapentin for nerve damage.
I've heard of the first couple. I've never heard of the last one.
Well, here they've just pulled all the codeine. You can't buy codeine without scripts now. You have to get a script and go to the doctors. That codeine would be in their medication too, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd have to be.
Yeah.
It might not come under that name, but it's like basically with your normal, basic headache tablets, like Panadol, Tylenol, all that sort of stuff. I think Tylenol.
They've all got codeine in them.
But they got paracetamol, which is 500 milligram paracetamol, and then your next step up, higher than that, your next stronger drug is codeine.
Yeah.
But they're just like for pain. Panadol and codeine is nothing.
Yeah. So they've just made a big call that you can't just go to and buy over the counter codeine headache tablet.
Yeah. What were the cold and flu tablets? What did they have in them that all the drug makers were using to cook with?
Cook down with. I'm not really sure. Cold and flu for. I don't know.
I can't believe I used to know that name really well. But yeah, apparently they must be starting to use codeine now instead.
I've just been placed on a pain med with an anti-inflammatory because I've got chronic bursitis in my arm and in pain a lot of the time. So he's given me a new drug to try. It seems to be working, but once it wears off, you know it's not working. So you have to take another one.
Well, it's only blocking. It's not
I know.
fixing.
I'd like it to fix.
It doesn't fix the problem. It just blocks the receptors that tell you.
You know when you want something that's
all of those drugs just mask it. They don't do anything else. They just block the neurotransmitters.
Yeah. In pain.
Yeah.
It wears down on your mind. Yeah.
Especially your back, DPK. I know I've pulled and strained things in my back a lot of time, years with
yeah,
and affects everything. You do anything when your back's out of whack.
Physically, mentally, just wears you down.
And then you get really grumpy and frustrated and short fused because you're in pain all the time.
Go and let that in. She's let me know that I belong.
Okay, I'll get rid of all. You heard 3 stamps. You're at the post office and waiting in line for your turn. 3-cent stamps will you get in a dozen? 3-cent stamps will you get in? So you want to purchase 3-cent stamps, office and waiting in line for your turn. How many 3-cent stamps will you get in a dozen? Easy one to start with.
Original ivory soap wrapped in tobacco leaves is what I place underneath my mattress, and it helps pretty good for pain.
I have an extra deep bath down in the old laundry, which has got a really old laundry house because we're in an old farmhouse and it's got a downstairs laundry. And the bath we've got upstairs is too small for me. I can't relax in it and barely even covers me in water. It's that small, or on that big, one of the two, a bit of both. So I got an old cast iron bath out of a horse paddock, out of a horse property that they were using for a trough. The owners gave it to me. I asked them about it. And I brought it home, high pressure hosed it, cleaned it all up, and just set it up on cinder blocks in the roof. And in that really hot, put pep in it, and just that does wonders.
I don't like it because I feel like I'm going to drown in it because I can't. My feet don't touch the end of the bath, so you've got nothing to hang on to.
I love a super hot bath. A bath so hot that you've got to lower yourself into minutes just to get in because it feels like it's burning you. And when you get out, you're bright red and your blood pressure goes through the roof and you get dizzy. But once you have it that hot, all your muscles release.
I like the bath upstairs because I can fit in. I can fit in it perfectly. If you want to do another one or not.
Yeah, if you want. Start from the bottom.
What do Henry VIII and Kermit the Frog have in common?
What does Henry VIII and Kermit the Frog have in common? That has me baffled how a bar of soap under the sheets would keep leg cramps away.
They're both short. Oh, well, I reckon
No, it's not that.
they reckon if you put, what is it, cork also under your thing helps
Yeah.
for restless leg syndrome.
Under your mattress or
Yeah.
under your sheet.
Under your mattress.
What was it, like the cork out of a wine bottle? Gus isn't coming home tonight, is he?
No. They both have webbed toes. Sorry if you got deafened by the puppy barking. Froggy voice. What do Henry VIII and Kermit the Frog have in common?
Think very literally. Think not so much about the characters, but about their titles. Henry VIII and Kermit the Frog. You're gonna go. You're gonna say I'm gonna go check. Hey, I believe in ghosts. Welcome in. Yes, Ashley, that is their middle name. Kermit the Frog and Henry VIII. Well done. Okay, hang on a sec. Out you go. Something's got them up and interested. Welcome anyone who's just come in. Just having a PJ party. It's late here. It's about 11:15, nearly 11 p.m. Saturday night for us. Oh, I didn't know that you were smart, Ashley. All right, we'll do another one for you. If your aunt's brother is not your uncle, what relation is he to you? If your aunt's brother is not your uncle, what relation is he to you?
Yeah, it is him. They got rained out, so they're home early.
Okay. Our eldest son, Gus, he's 22. He's been gone for a couple of days. He went way up to Gympie for a camping trip with some friends of his. And it's been raining ever since he left. So he's just turned up. They've come home early.
You said hello to I Believe in Ghosts and
Yep.
Ashley Claire's in.
Ashley raced in and answered the riddle.
Oh, awesome. And Josh Curry.
Hey, Josh Carey. G'day, g'day. No, he's not the aunt's husband. My father. Ashley's in it again. Look at that, eh? Now she's really surprising you. 2 in a row. If your aunt's brother is not your uncle, he must be your father.
Well done.
Hey, Josh, we're just having a laid-back chat with a couple of riddles thrown in.
In pajamas.
Come in.
Hello.
We're live streaming.
I thought
Okay.
you can come in though, mate. I thought it might be you, hon. How'd you go?
Yeah, it was good. Got absolutely rained out though.
Yeah, I thought you would.
It was just nothing but wet weather.
Mm,
Good camp though.
that's good.
Tired.
Everyone, this is our eldest son, Gus.
G'day.
Hey, you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on.
Yeah.
and I've got the Cookie Monster.
Yeah. Look at us being all commercial.
All right, so you had fun?
Yeah, yeah.
No dramas?
Hi, Gus.
A few, but nothing worth mentioning.
TPK
Okay.
says, hi, Goku.
Hi.
We'll talk more after the live stream, buddy.
I got a shower and sleep. I'm dead.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Come on, puppies. Come on. Jess is fine there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right.
Oh, no. Melissa's connection keeps cutting in and out.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Melissa, you're the only suggestion we've had on the
Trivia.
just had a mind blank.
Trivia Tuesday.
On the Trivia Tuesday that went up to video, we asked people if they want to leave a suggestion for themes. We do a different theme each week, and Melissa's got the UK and Britain up there. So we've been thinking about that. At the very least, we'll do a couple of bonus questions on it. We might end up doing the whole thing yet. We're still deciding.
Well, we have done American trivia.
You could be one of my kids.
And thank you, Zoe. And we've done Australia. So we might just do a whole UK one. I wonder how a lot of people
And
go.
Kiwi family can come on the panel and sing God Save the Queen. God, you could be one of my kids. America.
We really had fun when it came to the America trivia.
Yeah.
I
really like the Australian one too.
Yeah, I like the background of the Australian.
Massive Australian flag up. We've put a different background on the wall behind us for trivia every week.
It's still up
Hey, if
in our
anyone in here
videos.
hasn't seen our
Sorry.
Trivia Tuesdays, come and check it out. It's on 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the USA.
We'll have to work out what time that is for our UK friends, so they don't miss out on their topic.
I had the grand finale today, Ashley. It came down to Alabama Rose and officially Trailer Park Barbie.
Yes.
They sang a couple of songs each, and Barbie was the winner.
Yes. And well done to her and anybody else who participated in the contest.
I actually thought Trey was going to win it. We missed a couple because when the Porch Idol is on, it's the middle of our day, it's lunchtime. And there was a couple of days where we just had appointments and we had to go. So I actually missed the couple before today, so I didn't get to see what happened in those few.
And so it was really good that you were voted out because you wouldn't have been able to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't try real hard. No, I'm only joking. I had heaps of fun doing what I was doing, but it did work out well that didn't get through because I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway for those next couple of days. Yeah, he's a talented young man, eh?
Hmm. And that Henry is really good too.
Yeah, there's heaps of talented people on there.
I think the song that Henry sang today, he did it the other day also. He could record that and sell it. Yeah.
That's why I said as soon as I heard it, I'd listen to that.
Yeah.
I'd listen to that heaps of times. Even Conklin's, I love listening to Conklin sing because he's just so relaxed and so comfortable in his own voice and his own skin.
And he's so down to earth.
Yeah, so I really like listening to Conklin's too. There's heaps of good singers in there.
Yeah. Hey, Lois-Ann.
Lois-Ann just come in.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Lois. Thanks for popping in. You can have a cup of joe with the Americans. You can have a cup of coffee with us, or you can have a cup of tea with the Kiwi family. Most of us are still in our jammies. It's late for us. It's about 11 o'clock Saturday night here.
Well, there is totally a pet contest So I'm not sure when that will start, or I don't know the fine details of it.
I don't know if your pet's supposed to have skills or not.
Yeah, so keep checking the porch for updates on that, because yeah, I think there's something else coming up. Not sure when. Josh Curry gets to meet his real father's sister for the first time. This will be the first time I have met any of my dad's side, let alone
exciting.
my dad. Wow.
He's
Good
nervous.
luck with that.
You'll be right, Josh. Yeah, just look at it as feeling excited instead of feeling nervous.
Yeah.
No, that'll be good. And you get to see any family resemblances. Because my mum's family, all those sisters look alike, all my aunties. You can see the whole family gene running through the lot of them.
And Grant's family is a lot bigger than my family.
Yeah.
A huge family.
Well, my mum come from, what, 7?
7, yes.
There was her and 6 brothers and sisters. So that made for a lot of cousins for me, because all my aunties and uncles just on mum's side all had kids. So I had heaps of cousins growing up.
Yeah. And very close-knit too, because we were all around together. Moving around, I lost contact with a lot of my family.
I never got to meet too many on my dad's side. My dad's dad, my grandfather, I never got to see him. He was still alive, but he lived somewhere else. They lost contact with him when my dad was a boy, so that was only a really small family on my dad's side, and I didn't get to meet many of them at all. And Collette's family, hardly ever see them, eh?
No.
So I really appreciate my mum's side. It's a big family, and they love having a party and a get-together. Whenever we get together here, there's always singing and karaoke comes out.
A lot harder now that they're all a lot older, all your aunts and uncles.
And this generation now, the cousins, they just don't get together like the aunties and uncles used to. When I was a kid, the aunties and uncles would have a big party like every month.
Yeah, but that was your nana. Your nana sort of was the glue that held everybody together. The big fish. But the weirdest, like, I suppose, got 2 dads at one house and a stepdad and mum at the other house.
You'd want to have a good head start being from the UK, Kiwi family, you would think.
It all depends. I'd have to concoct a list. But, you know, my lists aren't that difficult. I try and make it fair for everybody. So, and it's all in fun.
She's busy that day.
Nah.
You can't suggest the topic and then not turn up.
But I think our trivia will be on a different day, because we might have to do it on the Thursday.
Oh, that's your appointment time.
Yeah, so it will
That'll be
our,
the first time we miss a trivia time.
So it will be our Thursday, but Wednesday for Americans, because I've got a physio appointment on our normal trivia day.
Unless we just do it different time.
We could do it a different time.
We could do it late that night.
Which will be
Tuesday night for them, wouldn't it?
No, it'll be Wednesday morning.
Okay, well, so we'd still miss it.
Yeah. So we'll work that out. I normally put an ad up anyway of areas, so when I know exactly, just keep an eye out, hit the
Unless we just have a week off, unless we just miss it altogether.
It's a possibility.
We couldn't get around it for Colette's physiotherapy appointment. The only day they do it is Wednesdays, and that's the day we do Tuesday trivia.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday for us, Tuesday night for America.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we happen to miss it, we'll be right back in the next week, but I think we'll just do it a different day.
And different time.
We'll do it Wednesday trivia.
Whatever works.
Yeah. All you need is love. Ra-da-da-da-da.
What?
Yeah, when we still lived in suburbia closer to the city, when our two oldest boys were younger, they had a friend up the road. His dad had, their friend had two dads, and they used to go up to their place for a while and they used to play together. So it was a little bit different for our boys. They hadn't seen that before.
What can always be measured but can never be seen? This is a riddle, so we'll just say riddle. What can be measured but can never be seen?
That is something, Turbo Fish.
Ooh, good morning, Susan. No.
That's pretty. You could probably call that a correct answer too,
Yeah.
couldn't you?
And so's got it with time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, temperature.
Hey, Angelo.
Temperature's another one. See, PSI, yeah, pressure. Yeah, see, there's a few answers to that. The only answer we had written down was time, but there's a few right ones there.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone. Hey, Angelo.
Well done. Okay. I like this one.
It's late for us, so we're in our jammies, our PJs. And it's early for you guys, so we figure you'd be in your PJs too. So today's a PJ party with riddles.
Riddles, chat, and a little bit of fun.
Cookies.
Okay, I like this one. What does an island and the letter T have in common? What does an island and the letter T have in common?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, good morning, Eric.
Welcome, welcome. We're just having a catch up, a bit of a chilled chat, and a few riddles in between. Collette just asked, what does an island and the letter T have in common?
All you need is love.
Ra-da-da-da-da. Pajamas, Eric? The cup of coffee in one hand's optional, but you've got to still be in your pajamas to be here.
What does an island and the letter T have in common?
No idea? All right, let them know, baby.
They are both in the middle of water. That was a tricky
All
one.
right, she got you on that one.
Yep, my eyes are barely open. So they are both in the middle of water. Hey, Homestead Tessie, welcome in.
Hey, Tessie, thanks for coming in.
It's late Saturday night here for us.
Yeah, it is clever, eh? The letter T is in the middle of the word water, and an island is in the middle of water. So that's what they got in common. We thought we'd do a nice little late chat for us for a change. We did one last week and it went pretty well, so we're trying again. So it's 11 o'clock Saturday night for us, and I think it's pretty early for most of you guys, except for Kiwi family who's sitting on about lunchtime.
Yeah.
Rightio, we'll have another go at a riddle.
Okay. What is the only word that is spelled wrong in the dictionary?
What's the only word in the dictionary spelt wrong? You and Collette would get on well then, Eric.
Oh, look. Oh. Pajamas are the most comfortable wear in the whole world.
Wear pajamas all day after getting up and then have a bath and get into new pajamas to go to bed.
Yeah. Well, the cows aren't going to judge me.
Look at that. We've got
wrong.
Few people knew that one. That's right. The only word spelt wrong in the dictionary is the word wrong.
I get dressed if I have to go out or if I know someone's coming. But time.
Pajama party any time of the day. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Good to see you. Out there wearing Cookie Monster pajamas. Rah.
They're just more comfortable too. You can relax.
Cookie.
You see, Zoe does that too.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
And like they're the first. Once you've been out, it's the first thing that you get into.
Eric even wears them to the gas station.
Oh, you've done that
I've
too.
done that before. We're in a small town, though. I mean.
I have, but I've thrown something over the top of it so nobody knows I'm still in my pajamas. In winter, especially. When our second eldest was still living at home and I had to take him to work, I'd get dressed, just throw something over the top. And then when I got home, I'd take it off again.
Yeah. I've taken the boys to the gas station at night in their pajamas, and they feel really weird if they have to walk in their pajamas. They don't like it.
Nah. Well, they're a bit older now. No, that's uncool, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, did you say Servo?
Probably. I probably did.
That's what we call it, guys. No one says gas station here. We don't use the word gas, not for petrol or fuel or any of that. Gas we only use for like butane gas. Comes in the gas cylinders.
Well, so I can't wear a normal bra. I can only wear your sports tops.
Like a crop top.
Like a crop top bra, because where I had my melanoma.
Bra.
Where I had my melanoma cut out, I've got a big scar, and a normal bra actually cuts into it. So
turn around, I'll show them.
No. So with the crop top ones, it goes down.
I'll have a look.
No, it goes down over the top of that, so it doesn't cut into it. Dag. Yeah. And a little bit of 2MI for some people.
TMI. There's heaps of awesome people in here with good channels too. If you just want to support each other, if you want to subscribe to each other, go right ahead. It doesn't bother us at all. If you just want to sub up, let each other know that you've subscribed.
Show and tell.
I was always really, what do they call it? Self-conscious of my body growing up, and I still can be a bit.
You still can be.
I've gotten heaps better the last few years, and I've probably got more weight than I ever had. I think it's just that I'm getting older. But yeah, I used to hate like not wearing a shirt in front of people and all that sort of stuff, but it doesn't worry me so much now.
I think you matured a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a bit more comfortable in your own skin. Sort of gets to the point where you realise your body just carries you around and doesn't make who you are.
It's what's on the inside that matters. Show and tell, Turbo says. That was so funny.
Okay, I want to ask one.
Okay, well, I've crossed that out, but I haven't asked it yet.
That's an old one.
No, that's from an old
it's like a kid's
a
joke
Dr.
book.
Zeus book, I think.
What time is it when an elephant sits on your fence?
It was a riddle book. He was on the horse backwards, remember?
Yeah,
It was riddles,
it was
riddles,
called
riddles.
Yeah.
It might not have been a Dr. Zeus, but it was same
Or if
era.
it wasn't Dr. Zeus, it was, who's the other one that was very similar? Proud Fat Guy, yeah, Eric.
Like I'm a big girl and I know I've got weight to lose, but at the end of the day, if I get really sick, I've got a little bit of weight to fall back on.
Got insurance, eh?
Yeah.
We've got a buffer if we get sick.
Yeah, it's time for a new fence.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it, Zoe. That's an oldie, that one. All right. So we'll give you another riddle. You walk into a room holding a carrot, a pig eating slop, and a chimpanzee holding a banana. Which is the smartest animal in the room? So you walk into a room and see a rabbit holding a carrot, a pig eating slop, and a chimpanzee holding a banana. Which is the smartest animal in the room?
Tim says, I'm a sexy senior citizen that is too short for my weight.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not fat. I'm just too short for my weight.
Yes. Yes. What we say to, sorry, not in relation to the riddle, but what we say to our son's cat is, she's not fat, she's just fluffy. We can't say that.
We're not fluffy.
We're not fluffy.
Awesome. I'm glad you got that. Yeah, the answer was hopefully you. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm a lot smarter than our Great Dane Diesel. He's a beautiful boy and he's so loyal and he's got a big heart, but he's not that smart.
No, he's not.
We've had dogs all our lives, and the Great Dane, he is just gorgeous, but he's definitely not the smartest dog we've ever had.
Exactly, Angelo. You don't see them picking up our poop. Good morning, Jen. Welcome.
Yeah, I saw a comedy bit. Someone doing stand-up comedy once said that, like if aliens called down to Earth, they'd think the dogs ruled the planet, and because we follow them around picking up their shit for them. Or poop, I should say.
Has anybody seen the new movie by Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson called Wonder?
No, with them in it, not
Yeah.
by them.
Oh, with them in it.
Yeah. It's set on a farm, set about a family with a young boy that's had heaps of operations and
27 operations.
lots of scars on his face and a bit of a deformed facial features. And Owen Wilson was the father and Julia Roberts was the mother. We just watched that tonight.
Yeah. Night, Kiwi family.
No, night, Melissa.
Oh, it's her daytime, so she's
Oh,
off to do
of course.
chores probably.
Have a good day.
That was a good movie. You need tissues though. That's a few cry parts in it.
Yeah, I cried twice in it.
We watched that with the kids tonight. Her daughter read the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen or heard of it before. So, yeah, I only just found out about it. So we watched it tonight with the boys. I liked it.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson is really easy to watch. We've always liked Owen Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Okay, riddle me.
Riddle me this.
What do the following words have in common? Race car, civic, I as EYE, and level.
Car, civic, I, and level. What do all those words have in common?
How do you know elephants are making love in your backyard? We can't visualize as a missing. They all go straight. They see, they eat.
No. It is very much about the words, though.
Yeah. Okay, so it's race car, civic, I, and level.
If you can picture those words, they all do something. All of those words, you can do something with them.
If you got a pen, write them down if you need to.
Race car, civic, I.
Yeah, I'll write them down. Last one.
Level. No.
Okay, what do
I can
all
add
the-
one to that. You want to add another one?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. That's, you can spell what's it called, the drone.
Yeah. Color drone.
Drones you can run on the same forwards. They say the same thing either way. There's the city in, what's it?
Glenelg.
Glenelg.
I only know that because that's when my father was born.
Another one would be mum, M-O-N, or have-you,
When
or palace.
okay. Oh, you like this one. You want me to read the story or you want to read the story?
No, you did it good today.
Okay.
You got me with it. I didn't get it.
Okay. A man is trapped in a room. The room only has two possible exits. Two doors. Through the first door, there is a room constantly fries anything or anyone that enters. Through the room, how does the man escape?
The story. I'll read it just in case you missed it. A room. The room only has two possible exits, two doors. Through the first door, there is a room constructed from glass. The blazing hot sun instantly fries anything or anyone that enters. How does the man escape?
Zoe's buffing it. It corrects itself.
You can try hitting the refresh tab. Refresh the stream with your little circle. Hit F5 on your keyboard. That'll just start the whole stream up for you again, and it should get rid of any buffering.
No, he's alive. He's alive.
Okay, we'll add that bit, Susan. He is alive. And he does want to escape.
He does want to hop out of the room. Well done,
Steve
Steve.
Tin is onto it.
He does.
Steve Tin got it.
Yeah. He waits until night.
Because at night time, the magnifying glass room won't burn him, so he can go out that way.
Okay, everything's good now.
Because the magnifying glass room burns everything inside it with the sun. So of a night time, you can escape through that room. All you need is love. Ra-da-da-da-da. They're cool, eh? Collette picked up these letters from the cheap shop. Our cheap shop is called the Reject Shop, and it'd be a bit like the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like, what, $1 each or $2 each?
$2.50 each. And like when I told the kids that I had to blow them up with a straw,
They came with a little straw.
they all got whiplash and looked at me funny. And like there's a little thing, a valve in the bottom of it.
PSJ, they got a little valve in the bottom, and it come with a straw to put in there, and you blow them up.
Yeah. They looked at me funny when I said I had to blow them up with a straw. I've got the straw down there.
I've got to open that door. It's too hot. It's got hot in here again now. Ra-da-da-da-da. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need.
Cool, you have a riddle book. You love riddles, it seems.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah, we love riddles, trivia,
Jokes,
anything like that.
fun facts. We like to do it in live streams, Jen, too, because it sort of gives everyone a bit of involvement, and like we can chat too. There's nothing wrong with us chatting, but I like having something to fall back on, a little bit of trivia or riddles or something to keep it interesting.
And chat in between. It gives us something like last one we had you can't hold your nose and hum.
Yeah, the last stream we did was just like useless factoids
Yeah.
and bits of information.
Yeah, and that was an interesting thing to learn.
Very welcome, Angelo. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Angelo.
Yeah, Zoe, I hope so. We have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
With the trivia, we do up the back wall and we get dressed up and really get into the whole theme. With these ones, we just relax a bit.
Yeah. And it's a lot more laid back chat, not as hectic or rushed. Like with your trivia, you're always taking scores and you have to watch the track to see whose answer comes up first. So
that's because we send prizes away though for the trivia.
So this is nice and easy and relaxed for us. Oh, thank you.
Thank you heaps, Jen.
Okay, we'll do another riddle. I like this one too. But you have to listen. If it's information you seek, come and see me. If it's pairs of letters you need.
Get ready to listen to the cats. Look like they were about to jump on each other. Sorry.
I have consecutively 3. What am I? If it's
this is tough. This is a hard one.
I know. If you have information you seek, come and see me. If it's pairs of letters you need, I have consistently 3. What am I? Thanks, Steve.
She makes a prettier everything than me, Steve. She hasn't got much contest there. Although I do make a very pretty horse.
No.
Can you hear the cat's bell? Come here, kitty.
No, he's out of there.
I'm going to grab him. Kitty.
Oh, no. Think old school. What did we used to go and do in old school? You caught him.
I couldn't.
Hello, mate. That's such a pretty picture. Oh, you're on the right track, Steve and Turbo Fish.
But it's got to be something with those pairs of letters.
Yeah. So think consecutively 3. If it's pairs of letters you need.
I have 3 consecutively.
Yeah.
Can I tell them the first word?
You want?
It's 2 words, and the first word is book. So the first pair of consecutive letters is O's. And the next one would be K's.
Now you're just giving it right away.
Well, I think it's very hard.
Okay.
Book. And then the next word starts with K.
Move over and let you in.
That door got shut again.
I think Kitty shut it behind him. So the word is your 2 O's, your 2 K's, and your 2 E's. So
Bookkeeper.
if it's information you seek, come and see me. If it's pairs of letters you need, I have consecutively 3.
Bookkeeper, that was a hard one. Hey, this old stoner's in here.
Hi, old stoner.
How you going, mate? Welcome in.
Yeah, 3 pairs of letters.
Yeah, O's, the K's, and the E's. Where's my horse head? In that corner?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's been ages since I've seen it.
It needs more coffee to function, Eric. Okay, I'll do another. More. A is the father of B, but B is not the son of A.
A is the father of B, but B is not the son of A.
How is that possible? It's 11:30 p.m. here.
Jeez, that last half hour went quick.
Yeah.
Seems like only 5 minutes ago I looked, it was 11 o'clock.
I'm here to expand my mind a little after more coffee. Well done, Jen. Yes, B is a daughter.
Exactly right. Old Stoner got it too.
Yeah, well done. You don't need coffee, old Stoner.
Imagine how quick he's going to be after coffee.
I know. C is an uncle. And D is all of the above.
That reminds me of that old riddle where it's something about the father. It said something about the parent couldn't operate on the child because it was their daughter. And the punchline was the doctor was the mother. But most people generally think of a doctor as being a male.
Yeah. Okay, I am a protector. I can be worn through the day. One person can see right through me, while others wonder what I hide. Yeah, the doctor was the mum. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget exactly how it went, but you know the one I mean.
It's like you normally say, if you see a man fully bearded and sunglasses, like, well,
What's he hiding?
What's he hiding? Because like you can't make out any facial features, and you can't see.
Usually got a hat on too.
Yeah.
Hat, beard, glasses. You're flat out seeing their nose, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jen in Canada got it.
Awesome.
Is it Kanata? Kanata?
Kanata.
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 Kanata. Kanata.
And just call her Jen.
Yeah, of course.
A ski mask with holes, pretty much, hey? Kenata. Kenata. Everyone is attracted to me. You say it right. Kanata. Everyone is attracted to me and everybody falls for me. What am I?
Oh, you, baby.
I know. Could only wish. Yes, I got you, baby. Kanata is west end suburb of
Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Gravity. Yes, old stoner.
That's exactly right.
Kanata is west end suburb of Owata, Ontario.
Old women's enemy.
Canada.
Gravity.
Did you say old men's?
Old women's.
Old men's. I think we all get that.
You just keep slowly getting closer to the ground until one day we end up in it.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I used to be 6 foot.
I used to be 8 foot. I was a basketball player when I was a teenager.
I know, Jen. I said that. It's men's too.
Yeah.
Which berry makes a harsh noise? I'm a physical care attendant, and seriously, the older you are, the more things hang. Raspberry, yes.
Well done, Steve. Raspberry. Is the capital of Canada, isn't it? Or is it Ottawa?
You're asking me geography?
One of those two is the capital of...
See, this is the reason why I ask the trivia and I don't play trivia, because I really wouldn't know.
Ontario. Because that was a bit of a trick question, because most people that I've asked that around here, they think... what do they normally say? Colorado with Canada.
No, Colorado.
Toronto, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Toronto is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yes. Good morning, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Welcome aboard. I think we live in the state of confusion sometimes too. Which word contains all 26 letters? Toronto is a bigger population. They've got, that's what they call the camel place out this way.
What? No.
Ottawa.
Ottawa. Not Ottawa.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. They call it Ottawa.
Okay.
I think it's an African word.
Yes, old stoner.
Yes. Which word contains 26 letters? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is really quite atrocious. Diddly-lily, diddly-I, diddly-lily, diddly-I, diddly-lily, diddly-I. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Finish singing now?
Yep.
Yep. What turns everything around but does not move? What I wanted to happen on this screen.
Well, apparently it did, just not for us.
Yeah. No Q in that big word. We've said your favourite word too. Yours is supercalifragilistic. What is that? Floccuperhinacillipillification.
Now, it's been many, many years since I've had to type it, but I'll try and remember.
Okay. Or
Something like that. Floccuperhinacillipillification. I know that's how you pronounce it, because I spent a long time learning how to pronounce it. And I think that's how you spell it. Floccuperhinacillipillification is something like enjoying using long words or something like that. It's a bit ironic because it's something to do with long words.
did we do the everything turns around? What turns everything
No
around
answers yet. We
but
answered,
does not move?
we got alphabet for the letters.
Yep.
Now we're looking for what turns everything around but does not move. Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, Mum and Dad used to have Worcestershire sauce on some things. I never liked it.
I've got some in the cupboard, but we don't use it.
Melissa left, didn't she, from the Kiwi family?
Yeah.
Because Worcestershire sauce is very much a UK sauce, I think.
Like your HP sauce.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
You're thinking way too big. Think of something you'd have in the house.
Good morning, Linda Capelleri.
Or in your bedroom or your bathroom.
It is 11:37 p.m.
Yeah, it would be good for beef stew. Hey, Linda. How you feeling? Oh, it's not even midnight here. Still got about 20 minutes till it's Sunday.
And we've had a really lazy day too.
Yeah, it's been rainy here. We watched a movie with the kids, did a bit of YouTube, watched some live streams, had an early dinner. We had dinner too early. I think we ended up eating again a second time.
But it was yummy too. I did I slow cooked chicken.
Yay! Someone got it. Country girl,
Yeah.
Amira. Hey, country girl.
I slow cooked some marinated chicken drumsticks. Slow cooked them for about 5 hours and did
teasing me because she had them in the slow cooker so we could smell them all day. We were stuck inside because of the rain, having a lazy day, and we could smell the chicken drumsticks all day.
And then I did a bit of mashed potato and some veggies, and it was yummy. And we had that while we watched
that
the
mashed
movie.
potato was good. How come that was so good tonight?
Because you made it. Hey, Pokey.
Hey, Pokey.
So, good morning, Country Girl. Country Girl got it with Mira.
We're just having a chatting about anything and everything, just relaxing, and we're throwing some riddles in to keep it interesting. I hope everyone's in their pajamas for the pajama party. We love sour cream, Linda, especially on like spaghetti bolognese.
Nachos.
Yeah, love sour cream.
I used to make up a dip, and it had sour cream, avocado,
chili,
capsicum, onion, tomato.
That was beautiful. Lovely homemade dip. Why don't we make that this week?
Yeah, I should film making it, hey?
Yeah, do a little video.
Yeah.
We don't ever do cooking videos or recipe videos or anything. We did a little one for Christmas for our special sauce.
Hey, Tracy, welcome in.
Hey, Tracy.
He's in his Superman bathrobe. Pajama party, where's the food?
I'm still waiting for the pillow fight, Pokey. We've had a couple of coffees. We haven't had any food yet.
Yes, I should. Linda says I should do a cooking. I'm not a really big cook either, though, Linda. So my cooking is pretty basic.
Mustn't be too bad when you look at the size of me.
I know, but that's why it's basic.
And we've got 4 healthy kids, so I
Yeah.
think you've done all right, Noel. But yeah, we never really do anything too fancy.
Mm-mm.
And a lot of times we don't do things from scratch. I don't know whether many people do these days. But a lot of it, we start off the base with a jar or a package, and then we do that way.
Thanks, Zoe.
You can make so many good things with packages for the slow cooker now, though, like
Yes.
all your deviled sausages, and there's heaps of good things you do in the slow cooker.
Simple is always good, isn't it?
Simple is awesome.
Simple is how we live our life. It's what works, and yeah, nothing too complicated.
We've had some really nice meat though lately. The butcher had some specials. A little local butcher had pork legs roast, like a pork roast, for only $3 a kilo.
Thank you, Tracy. She said, you both make me happy. You're so lovely. And Pokey, I'm the only girl in my house. So there's no girl-on-girl action happening.
Unless she has a pillow fight with the dogs.
Yeah.
And one good whack with a pillow would knock out our little dogs.
They haven't grasped the concept of how to hold a pillow. Just hit me back with it.
Yeah, I'll show you one of the girl dogs. All the girl dogs are little. My big boy Diesel is big.
Yeah, well, come winter, I will do a roast stew. Yeah. Yeah, come winter, I'll do a roast stew, and yeah. Hello.
She's all grubby and dirty at the moment. She went for a walk outside. It's all muddy here because it's been raining all day.
Come back on the screen, baby.
Thanks, Pokey.
Thanks, Pokey.
TSJ for the Simple Joys, and Collette just picked those little blow-up letters up and the hearts with lights and stuff. She picked them up from the cheap shop a couple of days ago.
Linda's on her way for a pillow fight. Yeah, I'm always outnumbered. Always.
3 of the dogs are girls, and then the big Great Dane, he's a boy.
Okay, another riddle. I'm always in front of you, but yet I'm never here.
I'm always in front of you, but I'm never here. What am I?
Jen's husband is outnumbered there.
Oh, poor hubby.
All the girls, even the cats.
Our cats are one of each. And the boy's a little rat bag, isn't he? He's always tumbling the old girl.
Yeah. Oh, Linda, your puppies are absolutely gorgeous. They're always nice and clean and white, and they're just beautiful.
What about Lois Ann's baby German Shepherds?
Mm.
Are you still in here, Lois Ann? Lois Ann's got a couple of videos up of her German Shepherd had pups. They're gorgeous little things.
Did you get Grant from them?
Well, she used to breed them. She was a breeder, and then she moved from, she was from a state down south, and she moved up here to Queensland, and she moved into a tiny little house yard. And Diesel was the last one she had left of the line she used to breed. So she still had him, but she was working and her partner had left, and she was in a tiny suburb yard, a little house yard, and she wanted a better home for him. So she wanted to give him away to a better home. So he was like a rescue dog. She put it up on an online site, and I saw him and loved it. And I'd always thought about a Great Dane, but I couldn't afford a purebred.
I showed you the ad and I said
Yeah.
to you, this woman is looking to get rid of this dog and she wants a new home. I said, do you want me to write a letter and see if she wants to give him to us, because he's got a good life out here? And so I concocted this letter and I showed Grant, and then I sent, there was lots of people going for
Heaps
him.
of people put in and said they'd take him.
And I thought, there's no way we're going to get him. There's just too many people.
I think a lot of people just want him because he's a purebred Harlequin Great Dane and he's still a whole male. He hasn't been fixed up.
Yeah.
So he's able to breed if you wanted him to. But out here, we only rent an old farmhouse. It's not our place, but it's set on like 270 acres.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of cow properties.
So I said to her, that we're on 270 acres. We've got the 4 kids that will absolutely adore him. He's got a country life and he'll have a good life out here.
So we sent her photos, and then we went to meet him when she approved us.
Yeah.
She said she wanted us to have him if we meshed with him, and we went to meet him. As soon as I saw him, I loved him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he took to us straight away too. Once he come home, he didn't take him long at all, and it seemed like he'd been here forever. He's just my shadow now.
Night, Pokey. Hi, FFP. So we've had him. This will be 2 years this year.
Night, Pokey. I'm going to go get him.
So it was really awesome for her to choose us over all the other people that would have put forward for him. And Country Girl got the question, which was, I'm always in front of you, but yet I'm never here. The answer was future. No worries, Country Girl. Thanks for calling in. Stay safe. Here comes trouble. Hello, matey.
You hear his tail hitting the wall.
Hi, Limo.
Come here. Sit. Oh, he's shaking hands. Come here. All right, sit. That's a boy.
Tail on the wall.
Want to hop up on the chair? Here. Up, wait. Here. There you go.
There you go. She knows that sound.
Is that Zoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, matey. Okay, out you go.
It's a small room for him in here.
Zoe says, hi, baby boy. If the room was a little bit bigger, he could stay in here. Bye, FFP. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks, FFP.
When he went on that long walk just before Christmas.
For the first time ever, he actually went missing on us. He never more than a few yards away from me.
And so when he was lost and went on that long walk, he damaged all his fingernails from walking so long.
Sure, they weren't his toenails.
Well, toenails. Because of the weight of his body on uneven ground, he's chipped and damaged all his nails, so he's slowly losing his fingernails from when he went on the...
He must have strained his nail beds, because slowly, one at a time, he's been starting to have trouble with his nails, and he's licking them, and it got real loose, and he lost one, and like the new one's growing through underneath.
Yeah.
But he's done damage to him, and he was gone for 2 days, and he must have been walking that whole time, because I spent 2 days driving everywhere, calling out for him over the property. There's mountains behind us.
It was 3 nights and 2 days he was missing. But yeah, his nails are a little bit damaged from it. And what was that? That was before Christmas, so we're still recovering from it.
All of his weight though again. He's looking really good form in his body.
Yeah.
Oh, we were worried sick, Zoe. We didn't sleep for a few nights properly, and every little noise we heard, we got up thinking he'd come back through the night.
And I was so worried for Grant too, because like best friends, like inseparable. They sleep together. Diesel's always up his clacker.
They might never have heard that expression before. That's a true Aussie expression. Up his clacker.
So I was worried. I was worried for Grant for the sake of if something happened to Diesel, how it would affect Grant.
That couple of days I was looking for him, I got sunburnt from being out in the sun all day. I had
got my
sore throat from calling out for him everywhere.
Okay, up your clacker means up your bum.
Means he's always really close to me.
Yeah.
He's following me that close that they say, he's up your bloody clacker.
Yeah. Yeah. It was...
Well, our cattle dog went missing too, and it turns out she'd come into heat earlier than we thought. But she won't let him near her. She just lays down on the ground and won't have a bar of it. But the smell got him going. So she's gone for a walk, but she can walk for miles and miles. She's built for it. She's a Australian cattle dog.
Yeah.
That's what she's built for. So she was fine. I knew she'd be all right. She goes and comes as she pleases. She always comes home for dinner, but she didn't come home either. Because she'll just roam the property and go for a swim in the dams, and they just run all day. So she was right, but she'd come into heat early, and they're trying to lose him, I think. My two are always up my clacker too. Up your clacker, mate.
The email address is
in the
description box below. Sorry, I had a mind blank. Or Facebook, our Simple Joys Facebook page, or our page, Zoe.
We've got some beautiful photos of him. I've got really nice photos of Jess too, my cattle dog. She comes up really nice in pictures because it's got lovely country surroundings.
Yeah, so there's lots of different ways that you can contact us. Okay.
Stop getting at me, clacker.
21. I will contain 5 little letters of an every. You can find all 5 in a tennis court. What am I? Well, I didn't even think that. I just said it and didn't think.
No, as soon as you said it, I thought there's no way they've heard that before. Sort of like the polite way of saying it is if someone's in your pocket.
Yeah.
If they're that close to you, that they're in your pocket. Except Aussies say, up your clacker.
Eddie's just gotten out. I just heard him jump onto the back stairs. So that window must have been open.
We've been trying to keep Kitty inside and he's been desperate to get outside through the nights.
Because we've had a couple of birds show up. I contain 5 little letters of an everyday sort. You can find all 5 in a tennis court. What am I? Just
Time for a clue. It's a specific group of letters. 5 of them, and every one of them is in a tennis.
So it just says muppet.
And he's definitely like that. He follows me so close. And on these hot days too, he puffs and pants all the time, and he's right in my ear, puffing all the time.
It sounds like a train.
Yes.
Well done, Steve.
Yeah, A-E-I-O-U, all the vowels are in
Tennis court.
Tennis court.
Yes, well done. I've shown you pictures of Linda's Timmy and Buster. It was Timmy and Buster, isn't it, Linda?
Cuties.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's Timmy and Buster.
And we've got Bella. And Jess, I don't know whether Jess will hop up for you to say hello. She might.
Jessie won't.
Come here, Jess. Come here. Come on. No, not you, Lily. No, you're too little. You hopped up the floor. Come here, Jess. Come on. Come on. Up you get. Come on.
Good girl.
Oh, you're a good girl. Okay. You're giving me cuddles.
That's Jessica.
You're giving cuddles. That's Jessica. Oh, you're a good girl.
Timmy. Buster. That's a good girl.
Yeah. That's Jessie.
No.
You girl. You gonna?
She is a big sooky girl.
You big sooky girl?
Gotcha.
Yeah, you sooky girl. You gonna talk?
Licky lick.
All right, off you get. Ah, there you go,
Good
Patty.
girl.
There you
Up the
go.
way.
She's real gentle. She's got a very timid nature. She gets scared easy.
Yeah, she's got a whole story.
Yeah.
I wrote it out one day, and I could write a book about her.
She's had a bit of a rough trot.
Yeah.
But
she loves us.
every one of our dogs we've got from other people, and they've got their own little stories. But Jess and Lily, we've had the longest.
Yeah. Jessica was a rescue also, but we've had her going on.
She's gotten a lot better. This last couple of years, she's gotten a bit social, and she'll actually come and see the visitors. She used to just hide, and she would only come near me. She didn't like other people, but she's getting a lot better as she gets older.
Hey, Granny. Yes, we've had.
Hey, Granny takes a trip.
We've had her about 9-10 years, so we've had her a while.
Lily's cleaning her phone.
Yeah, Lily's the little white one. She's the matriarch of the whole bunch. She'll go around and clean them all. Okay, they got the vowels.
Yep.
Okay, what word, when read from left to right, is a ruler, but when read right to left is, what were you going to say?
Oh, that's right. It's a
Okay,
servant.
a servant. Okay, what word, when read from left to right, is a ruler, but when read right to left is a servant? That one's a bit of a tongue twister. Good morning, Aria.
Or you could say it, read forwards, it's a leader. Read backwards, it's a follower. Read left to right is a ruler. Left to right is a servant. Or when you read it forward, yeah, think even bigger than king.
So it reads one way and then it reads the same, like, sort of.
Yeah, my Jessica. It makes a lot more sense when you hear it.
Well done, Linda.
Yes. The ultimate ruler read forward is God, and man's best friends and servants, the way is a dog. Jessica, you're a big sooky girl. Do you want anything? Oh, darling, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, yeah. Come on, out the way. That's Jessie.
Okay.
Lily just trotted out after her to see if she's okay.
It is Sunday morning. Well, actually, it is Sunday morning.
It is now too, by 2 minutes.
Yeah, it is Sunday morning, and a man comes to find his wife dead. The maid said she was cleaning the kitchen. The mailman said he was delivering mail. The nanny said he was teaching the kids. The father was harvesting his crops. Who done it?
One of those people killed the wife.
So,
Was it the maid, the mailman, the nanny, or the farmer?
So it is a Sunday morning and a man comes to find his wife dead. The maid said she was cleaning the kitchen. The mailman said he was delivering the mail. The nanny said he was teaching the kids. And the farmer said he was harvesting his crops. Who done it?
Hello, big boy. Did they let you out? He's been in the room next door with the kids and they had the door shut. Someone must have just opened the door.
He's ready for bed. His eyes are bloodshot.
He's waiting for me. Does that happen?
Well done, Zoe.
Does that happen with yours too, Zoe? When your Danes get tired, their eyes go really red?
And Jen too. The mailman, as mail isn't delivered on a Sunday.
That's
well
right.
done.
He's managed to squeeze under the desk.
Yeah, his eyes go bright red when he's ready for bed.
And he starts doing that, moaning and groaning.
He's like, hurry up.
He starts doing that. I'm tired, Dad.
We never ever get mail on a Sunday. We only get mail Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 3 days a week.
In suburbia, they get mail every weekday. Not on the
There's
weekends.
mail to be delivered.
Yeah.
Yes, and he will pester me till I go to bed. Diesel has a hangover.
That's what it's like. He gets red eyes and he lays around moaning and groaning.
Mm-hmm. It's the Super Bowl tomorrow night.
Is it?
Mm. They only get on the Sunday for Christmas. Oreo says we get mail every day, Monday to Friday.
When we live closer to be Monday to Friday, but out every couple of days.
Yeah. Steve's dog's come and get him for bed.
Teens, we do it most of the time.
Okay. What question can you ask where you can get different answers every time, but all the answers being correct? What question can you ask where you can get different answers and every time all the answers being correct?
This one's pretty easy when you think about it. Oh, thank you.
Oreo.
Appreciate that, Oreo kid.
You have to watch dog paws.
Yeah, I've got to make sure none of the dogs have got their paws under my chair.
Where do you live? What's
Oh,
the
that would
weather?
work too, I suppose.
Yeah, very similar. What's your
what's
name?
the weather? So every time you ask it, you can get a different answer, and it's going to be correct every time.
What's the time? Welcome in, WT.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone who's just come in. What's the time?
12:07.
Did you used to play that at school when you were a kid? What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Did you play that in the USA? What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Or Red Rover, I call.
No, that's not the same game. It's a different game.
You'd have with What's the time, Mr. Wolf? You had one person standing there with your back towards them.
Face the other way.
Yeah, and then you'd say, "What's the time, Mr. Wolf?" And then you'd say, 1 o'clock.
No, they would say, "What's the time?"
Would they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because you were the wolf. You were Mr. Wolf.
If you had your back to
and
the
you
wall.
would say 1 o'clock and around, and if you saw any of them moving, they were out.
Yeah, a bit like statues.
Yeah. And then they would say, "What's the time, Mr. Wolf?" Because then you could hear how close they were.
Yeah.
And you say, "Dinner time!" And as soon as you said dinner time, you had to turn around and try and catch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No worries,
Thanks for
Linda.
dropping in, Linda.
Good to see you. Thank you.
The wolf would say the time.
Yeah. Hey, Linda, say good day to your mum for me. What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah.
Dinner time.
It's a bit like statues because like every time they turned around, you have to freeze. No.
Ready?
You're crazy.
What's the time, Mrs. Wolf?
1 o'clock.
What's the time,
You're
Mrs.
out.
Wolf?
I ate you already. Yes, we do.
Yeah, Oreo kid, we ship anywhere. We ship to Antarctica if you win trivia.
Yeah, and like you.
Yeah, now Jen, you say what's the time and they look to the bottom of the screen. I'll tell you after I take the selfie. Yeah, I used to love Red Rover too. Red Rover, I call Collette over. And if I caught Collette or tagged her, she'd be on my team. And then we'd call someone else over. And then keep going until everyone was in the middle of the field and there was one person left and they had to try and get through.
Yes.
Red Rover, I don't know if you called that anything different. It's like, well, when I was a kid with the boys, we used to play tackle, but if there were some sensitive ones amongst us, we had to play tag.
They do that now at school too. Instead of playing football, you have to have tags at the pool instead of tackling you.
What? I thought they just had to touch you. That's what tag is?
No, they've got
They
special
got proper
things.
tags now.
They've got special things that you have to pull.
That's weird. Thanks, Oreo
Thanks,
kid.
Rob.
Love some of them designs in there. We've got bought a few for ourselves. The Simple Joy shirt. I got the red one with the smiley face on it in yellow, and it says "Spread the Joy."
Yeah.
I really like that one. I'm waiting to get one of the ones Collette designed last week. It's got all
Diesel
paw
one.
prints over it, and then Diesel's head up in the corner.
Yeah, it's like that, Jen. It's a tag or flag tag.
Flag
Yeah.
tag. Okay. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to just knock each other over.
Yeah, well, Grant does want me to do hats, but I haven't found a company yet.
Yeah, I want to do hats. I wear like baseball caps when I'm going out. If I'm working around the property or doing things with the animals here, I wear me cowboy hat. Excuse me, but if I'm going out, I always wear me baseball cap.
Hmm.
And do tackle tag, yeah.
Bumping the table lots, baby.
Sorry, no.
Or is it Diesel?
No, it was me.
Okay. I'll do another riddle. What did the pig say when the farmer caught him? What did the pig say when the farmer caught him by the tail?
What you doing, boy? You licking.
They have belts now with 2 ribbons connected to it by Velcro. Yeah.
Flag football.
Yeah, we'll see. We call that tag football. It's so
When I was a kid,
kids don't get hurt.
I mean, it was a whole different culture then, but when I was a kid, if they wanted to play tag, we would tease them and call them names because they didn't want to play tackle. Because tackle was what we always played as a kid.
No, none of them are correct.
They try to guess what the pig says.
Yeah.
Don't be
Don't
silly.
be silly.
Pigs can't talk. Oh dear. What did the pig say when he grabbed him by the tail? Nothing. Pigs can't talk.
Wee, all the way home.
What did he say? That's the end of me.
Oh, that's the end of my tail.
What you big fella?
Look at me for. They have soccer and.
Yeah, we have soccer. We have a couple of different, well, 3 different codes of football.
Mm-hmm.
We have rugby league, which I like the most. That's what I played as a kid. Then we have rugby union. And then we have Aussie rules, AFL.
And then you have soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer is different. Soccer is soccer.
Everyone knows what soccer is. What the UK or the English call football, real football, we call soccer.
Aussie rules.
Yeah. Aussie rules is a slightly smaller ball, but it's still the same shape as our footballs. And they can bounce it, run with it, kick it, and take marks. And they've got the four posts. Yeah, we've got a pretty good hockey team. The Hockey Roos.
I
They've
don't know what the
done all right at Commonwealth Games.
What are the boys called?
They
Good
are
morning.
the Hockey Roos, aren't they? I'm sure they're the Hockey Roos.
Good morning, Annie.
Or the Kookaburras. Hey, Annie.
There's male and female team.
It's the Socceroos, so they probably aren't the Hockey Roos.
There's only 68 days left until the on the coast. Yeah, the Gold Coast.
No, it wouldn't be Olympics. Not on the Commonwealth Games.
Commonwealth.
America is not in the Commonwealth Games.
Mm.
Lacrosse, curling, any of them. I've watched field hockey a few times. Field hockey is reasonably popular here. No such ice hockey. I've never seen lacrosse or curling. How are you, Annie?
Yawn.
Thank you. Get everything started.
Everybody's just waking up. They can't.
The other day when we went shopping, I was doing it in every aisle just to see how many people I could. We're walking through the grocery store, and every aisle I yawned really loud to see how many people I could make yawn, just strangers.
Yawning is contagious,
Yeah,
and all you
it
have
is.
to do is say yawn, and someone will yawn.
Well, now everyone's yawning because we've said yawn like 6 times.
I know, I'm going to yawn again.
Question for me, sure. Are you a kid? Oreo Kid's got a question for us. I wonder whether it's a real question or a trivia question or a riddle.
I reckon a real question.
A real one. I'm liking my head. I'll get. I'm liking my head. There's something you don't hear every day. No, I mean, I've got my head shaved, got the clippers run over it with a blade 1 on it.
Why are you guys so cute? I love this channel. Cute.
On this way, but Collette's worked at it over years and she's nearly as cute as me now. No, it's the other way around actually. Collette was born cute and I've managed to nearly catch up to her this last couple of years.
I think
We're just us, Oreo Kid. We try and keep it really positive, and I try and interrupt Collette as much as I can.
too, we've worked hard at it. Like, we've been together since I was 15 and he was 16, so we've grown up together.
Yeah, we know each other backwards.
So we've worked hard at it, and like we're real people. We've had ups and downs like everybody.
We've had heaps of big ups and downs.
Yeah, so
we've had plenty of obstacles, and I think that's probably why we're so good now, because we've managed to make it through them all and we're still together. So we're a lot more chilled now and a lot more relaxed than we ever have been.
Always look on the bright side of life. Life's a piece of when you look at it.
Yeah, don't bristle. Just pick up your lips and whistle.
Whistle.
And always look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, it's only a fresh one.
Come back here and fight, you coward.
Another thing is everybody's got their own dramas in their life too. We're not here to add to anybody's dramas. We're here to add a smile to your life.
And this is our chance to mix and socialise with other adults because we don't get out a great deal, especially where we are. We're a bit isolated out in the country, and we've got our kids, and being on YouTube is a chance for us to have a bit of fun. So we don't want to have drama. We want to have smiles with people.
Yeah. And like, we just won't entertain drama. It makes a difference. Zoe's been married for 34 years. Yeah. Yeah. You get that. A little bit of drama's all right, but you don't want it all the
We
time.
try not to have any whatsoever. Zero tolerance. But I understand a little bit.
Yeah.
But the people who like it all the time, I just can't see them lasting all that long. Surely you've got to burn out on it. I would.
Yeah, it would be hard. It would be hard on people. Oh. Arya's been married for 5 years and has 2 little boys and got a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old.
That's busy days.
That's busy. We had our 2 youngest were 2 years apart, and noticed
even that was like really close.
Yeah, a year apart would be hard.
Our first 2 boys, we had 4 sons.
Yeah.
And our first 2 boys, they were a few years apart.
They were 3.5 years apart.
And that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a nice little break. And then after our second son, we had a bit of a break. We weren't sure whether we would even have any more boys because we had trouble getting the first 2. Collette had conflicts with the pregnant. Before that, we had a couple of miscarriages. So we weren't more kids after the first 2, so we had a bit of a break. And then the next 2, the younger together, and it was such a difference.
Yes.
So much busier having them close together, even now.
But a bit because like they were 2 years apart, and like they were both in the same room from like always.
Yeah, they always shared a room.
And you could hear them through the night, like
before they could talk.
When Faron was like I think only a year old, and Fisher was 3. They'd wake up through the night and they'd have full-on conversations between each other.
It wasn't English.
And it was just so adorable.
It was their own gibberish, and they really sounded like they understood each other.
Yeah, like you could lie in bed and you'd listen to them talking back and forth. But now they fight at the moment because Fisher's going on 14. And Faron will be 12 this year. So, yes, 2 young little teenagers up and coming.
They're still really good boys, so.
Yeah. Yes, lovely. I've seen some horrors. Jen's were 14 months apart. She didn't sleep for 4 years. Now they're 15 and 16-year-old. 1 year difference in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're that close together too, it works out a lot more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't really get a break financial-wise with the school bills and all the costs that come along every year.
Yeah.
Sort of when they're closer together, you get everything at once. So
yeah. Well, our eldest is 22, and then we've got a 19-year-old, and then we've got the 2 younger ones. So there was a bit of difference between. There was 5 years difference between Griffin and Fisher. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that, Jen, because we've never had girls. But I think I was really blessed to get all boys when I think about it, because I'm really protective. I get overprotective, and I really just...
You wouldn't have coped with the girl.
I don't think there's no way in the world I could have coped with having young girls out there. I would have done my fatherly instinct in trying to protect them.
We have a PayPal link in the description also, Oreo. But we never ever expect anything from anybody.
Oh, thank you. What we always into that is we never, but we're grateful if anyone wants to. That's why Colin's in there too, but expect it, but we do appreciate it.
The dog's up groaning.
Yeah, Diesel's starting to nod off. He just stretched out and had a big moan.
Okay, I'll do a riddle.
We put that PayPal link up because it works better. I mean, if anyone does one thing, at least PayPal comes straight to us, where if we open the super chat, then like goes to YouTube.
And you got to be eligible to collect on that anyway, and we're nowhere near being able to touch anything from YouTube's money. I'll call it YouTube's money.
Yeah, because even though it's yours, it's got to build up to a certain amount before you can even access it.
Yeah. Okay. A doctor driver are both in love with the same woman. The bus driver had to take a trip for a week. Before leaving, he gave the woman 7 apples. Why? Why did he give the woman apples? Yeah, I heard it's 70-30.
Yeah, it is, Jen. No, I don't think that's right. I mean, I could understand taking a small percentage, but not right.
Not when people are actually donating the money.
And I mean, it's not big amounts. So I think the people that it's getting given to deserve to get most of that. If, we've done it before, we've given people money. And it really, I don't like the idea that YouTube's getting so much of that.
A doctor and a bus driver are both in love with the same woman. The bus driver had to take a trip for a week. Before leaving, he gave the woman 7 apples. Why? Why did he give the woman 7 apples?
What profession was the other man?
A doctor.
Oh.
One of the dogs did a fluffy.
It wasn't Diesel.
To keep the doctor away. Well done, Jen and Steve. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, yeah, no. Which, we've got 3 of the dogs in here, have we? Oh, no, here's Jess.
No, Jessica.
It wasn't you, darling, was it? You just come in. I'd say it was Lily. Hello, my big boy. I think I need a drink. Do you want one? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. What, do you want coffee?
No,
Tea?
no, thank you.
Do you want a cup of tea, love?
Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea.
A cup of tea? Does anyone else want a cup of tea? We rarely ever drink tea. It's usually coffee, but every now and again we feel like a tea. Okay, I'll go and put the kettle on and get ready, and then I'll come back and wait for it.
You're right.
I don't like that one.
I'll leave that one out then. Last I looked, because it's 2 days behind, he was $4.99, Jen. So he's $499 off of the $4,000. That's going from 2 days ago. So it takes it's always in 2 days behind for the analytics. And we greatly appreciate that you've been doing that also. Okay, let me see what else we've got here. Okay, what has a bottom at the top? Thank you very much, Jen. What has a bottom at the top? Is what has a bottom at the Thank you, Ario, here to join us. You have a good
What? Hang on, I'm doing it away.
What has a bottom at the top? Christian, Steve. What has a bottom at the top?
Okay.
Pulling the captain. If you don't know it, I'll have to give you the answer. Thanks, Jen. A leg. A leg is at the top of your... I gave you the answer. A leg. The bottom is on top of your leg. No. What color can you eat? What color can you eat? Well done, Steve. Next one. What has a tongue but does not eat or speak? What has a tongue but does not eat or speak? Yes, Granny. What time is it there, guys, now? 8:34. It's 12:35 here. AM. 9:30 AM. You got plans for your Saturdays? You right?
Yeah.
Not really. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Just make sure there's no so I can move.
Yeah, buddy. Sit. Shake. Good boy.
Is the weather there nice?
Thank you, the people in here too, for joining us tonight and keeping us company. Hope you've enjoyed chatting as much as we've enjoyed seeing you.
We're Granny's excuse for not doing her cleaning. She's delaying it.
And this will do, eh?
I did all mine early this morning. I did all my floors and all my
Yeah.
washing.
I actually had a good suck. Collette had done heaps of housework.
It's supposed to be like 65 there today. Yeah, I did my vacuuming and I wash my carpets twice a week. So normally I do it on a Friday, but it was raining yesterday, so I didn't. And I needed to do it today, so I washed my carpets.
Because we let the dogs inside too, so we have to wash the carpets a couple of times a week.
Yeah. So I do my vacuuming and wash my carpets today. Okay, what do you call a dozen rabbits in a row walking backwards? You've always liked this one.
Yeah.
What do you call a dozen rabbits in a row walking backwards?
On a man's head.
That's not part of it.
$65 sounds nice.
18 degrees there.
Well, that would be nice if it was Celsius.
I don't know whether Granny converted it.
No, because it's cold there.
Okay.
I'm getting pretty good at this, converting the temperatures a bit now. Mid-range sort of stumps me a little bit sometimes, like 40 and 50. I have to stop and think about that.
What do you call a dozen rabbits in a row walking backwards? Come on, Steve, you should know this one.
Granny takes a trip, said, no, did you convert it for us? Oh no, she's about no. I reckon.
Hey, Tammy.
Tammy Sue Davis. Woohoo, fave couple. What question did you have? What do you call a dozen rabbits in a row walking backwards? I'll give you a clue. I've got one.
You've got a big map.
No, it's going back pretty quick. Yeah, Fahrenheit.
Oh, buffering.
Give it a minute. Hopefully it'll come right, Tammy Sue.
He had to let his pack in.
Don't you love having a pack, Tim? I love having a pack.
What do you call a dozen rabbits?
A hairy pack. I've got very little hair.
If he had a hairy back, I'd be waxing it. What do you call a dozen rabbits in a row walking backwards?
On a man's head.
No.
Can I tell him?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Nearly.
No. I should do your makeup when you haven't got hair on your face. I should do your makeup.
I didn't shave because we did pirate theme. Got dressed up as pirates for our last trivia night, and I haven't got around to shaving yet.
A dozen rabbits walking in a row backwards.
I'm going to tell him. A receding hairline.
It's more of a joke than a riddle.
Receding hairline. Mine's walking backwards pretty quick these days. Got a Big Mac. She's talking about my McDonald's sign. It's like an M.
Gus has got one.
More noticeable when I haven't had my head clipped.
Now you got your hair clipped Monday. I got my eyebrows tinted.
Yeah. You couldn't tell the other day though because I had scarves and stuff
I know.
tied on my head.
He said the answer was in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Forwards, it's heavy, but backwards, it's not. Forwards, it's heavy. Backwards, it's not. What is the word? The bird is the word. Word is a bird.
Shameless plug time. Remember, all beverages taste 10% better in a Simple Joys cup. Do yourself a favour. Grab a Simple Joys cup. Forwards, it's heavy. Backwards, it's not.
A nice cup of tea, babe.
Thank you. This one's another play on words, so it's rather literal. Yes,
Well done,
Tammy
Tammy.
Sue Davis got it. Not. Backwards, it's not. Forwards, it's a ton.
See, we spell ton T-O-N-N-E.
Well, it's old. It's imperial and metric. Both spelled differently.
Okay.
Just like you get inches and centimeters, you get ton and ton. I think the metric ton is T-O-N-N-E.
Yeah, ton in
Yeah,
Canada.
because you should have metric there in Canada, like most of the rest of the world. I don't think there's too many countries still do imperial measurements. Yeah.
Guys, Diesel. He's going to make that stand fall down on me.
He's trying to squeeze under you now, is he?
Yeah. He's got his head resting on my foot. We're still in ancient measurements in the US. Okay.
Well, at least he's moved past cubits and fathoms.
I'm going to have to move that. Otherwise, it's going to come crashing down on me.
I think a cubit was pretty close to a foot. A cubit was a measurement they used in the Bible. And I'm pretty sure a cubit was like from your elbow to your fingertip, something like that. And that'd be very close to a foot.
All right, yeah.
Oh, even their pints are different to other pints. Really? I thought a pint was a pint was a pint.
A pint of beer.
Well, that's what we drink, a pint of beer. You can ask for a pint. I'll have a pint.
What's that convert to?
I actually usually have, yeah.
It's two,
Just the small one.
250,
I think so.
like that. And
Well, it
then
might be 75 ml for a pint. Pint's the bigger
one.
and pot is the smaller glass of beer.
Okay. What on a table, cut but never eaten? Table, cut but never eaten. Yes, I have a dog on my foot. And Lily's cleaning it too, so I have one on either side of my foot. I asked Google, 473 mils US pint, 5 imperial pint.
Okay, that's bigger than I thought. So a US pint is just under half a litre and an imperial pint is just over half a litre.
Brandon, you can ask Google anything.
I was at Mum's the other day. The young kid from across the road from her was there and he was asking Siri things on his phone.
Yeah.
And Mum thought he was talking to a woman.
His mum's, she's 75 this year, isn't she? Yes.
Yeah. Home.
What's her name?
Google Home.
No, she's got another name.
Has Google Home got a pet name?
There's, what's her name?
What? Like
Alexis.
Oh, is it?
I think her name's Alexis.
I thought you could name them whatever you wanted. Can't you give them their own name?
I've heard Alexis places. Alexa started all through the, so you could ask Alexa through the house, like Siri. HP is corner.
Google Home can have a male voice or a male voice.
Yeah. Those devices make me think of Will and Big Brother.
There was some talk of certain ones not turning them able to listen. I don't know whether if it was conspiracy theory to it.
No, Alexis is different. Google is Google Assistant.
Okay. Have you guys watched any of the Black Mirror series on Netflix? I really enjoyed that. My oldest son and I have watched both series now, and we loved it. That's got some really cool episodes on it because it's all different ones done by different movie makers, I think.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
But the whole theme of it is stuff set in the future, and it's their perception of what the future might be, or a story set in the future. Ooh, even adjust your Google ads to what they hear in conversations in the home.
That's a little bit, isn't it? I love our Google Homes. We have an Alexa dot upstairs, but the speaker's crappy and it doesn't give you full answers to the questions like Google does. Haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Might have to have a
That
quick look.
reminds us.
Okay, I've got it written down, so we might have to
Yeah,
have a.
We did
squiz
see
at
that. Thanks for reminding us, Tammy. We did see that advertised day.
Mm-hmm. And have a look at it. They change your ads to what we search.
Yeah, well, that's pretty well how YouTube works, isn't it?
Yeah. You get all your ads on your side panels depending on what you've looked up.
And same as Facebook.
Yes.
Goes off the things you've searched and what you have up on your computer the most.
Mm-hmm. Or if you go, it's like if you go to Wish or eBay, that starts coming up on your Facebook.
Sometimes the boys will use my computer, and the next time I use it, I get heaps of ads for scooters and.
That's Faron gets everything up. So if I'm searching for laundry soap, I'll get ads for that. Yeah. Did anybody get the? No.
What question did you
What
ask?
is put on a table cut but never eaten?
Oh, I didn't see this.
Someone works in online analytics as top mercy theory. Hey, Ufta.
Hey, Ufta, welcome in.
It's our early Sunday morning here.
Yeah, it's nearly 1 a.m. Sunday morning, so it's only an hour into Sunday for us. Yes, Tammy Sue, deck of cards.
Yep, we've had a beautiful, relaxing Saturday.
We've just been chatting with people and asking a few riddles in between. Yeah.
Ufta will be off for her run soon, I think. Do you go running every day? A jog every day? No worries, Steve. Thanks for spending so much time with us. A pleasure as always.
Really appreciate it, Steve. Always enjoy your company, mate. Thank you.
Did Bella
Blanche from the Golden Girls.
Did Bella get locked outside?
No, she's in the next room with the boys.
No, I think she's outside.
I did take him out to the toilet before. Didn't she come back in?
I don't think so.
I'll go check.
Oh, no worries, Tammy.
Are you outside, Bella?
She's on the veranda, doll. Tammy's going.
Oh, she was locked out on the veranda.
Yeah, it's wet out there, isn't it? Tammy's going.
I'll see you, Tammy.
They're here to take her to radiation therapy. It's time to get nuked.
Good luck with it. Thanks for coming in. Look at our little Ewok.
With muddy paws. It's muddy outside.
They're so scruffy at the moment.
They're always scruffy.
All the dogs have got to say hello tonight. Jessica and Lily and Bella and Big Diesel.
Even Kitty got to say hello.
Yeah, he did too.
Bella, you can play bang with. You can't. We should do it on camera one day.
Take a video of it.
Yeah, you say the word bang and she'll fall over in slow motion and play dead.
Roll onto her back.
She also can say, I love you.
I love you. We might have to enter her into the porch pet competition.
Yeah.
When Pam said she was going to do a porch pet competition, I said I was going to enter 100 of our animals, but
Yeah.
I'll do each fish individually. Claw, the crayfish. I'll bring the 2 goats in.
I think you'd have to pick. What if you have Diesel and a cat on Diesel, and then the crayfish on the cat?
Oh, feel that cool breeze
Yeah,
just
it's
coming.
getting cool. Okay, we'll see what else have we got here.
We'll do another couple of riddles, and it's nearly 1 o'clock here, so we'll go for another 5 minutes and then we'll wrap it up, people. Because I've just about finished my cup of tea. How was yours? You finished?
Almost. It's very lovely.
It is nice to have a cup of tea for a change.
A cup of tea, love.
Oh, yes, please. Cup of tea. I'll have a cup of tea, thanks, love.
I wonder if Faron will get up and make pancakes in the
I
morning.
reckon he will. He loves making pancakes.
Maybe have to get Gus to do the frying pan, though.
Yeah.
Okay, why did the girl throw a stick of butter out of her window? This is more of a joke, I think.
Not much of a riddle.
No. Why did the girl throw a stick of butter out her window?
Why did the girl throw a stick of butter out her window? What did she want to see?
Everything tastes better with butter.
Tastes better with butter?
What's that, Fabio?
Can't believe it's not
I
butter.
can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe
I need
it.
my wig on to do that. I need my Ricky wig on.
Yeah. To see butterfly. Well done,
Yes,
Jen.
wanted to see butterfly. Do you guys like these riddles? Do you think it's a good idea?
Between two.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Sometimes I am light and sometimes I am dark. Most people like me. What am I? Yes.
Well, that's the clue, is it? Sometimes I am light and sometimes I am dark.
Most people like me. What am I?
And the clue is
All close.
No.
Starts with C. Thanks, Ufta. Enjoy your run.
Have a good run. Hey, Ufta, while you're running, I want you to imagine that this is chasing you. Cookies! So you got to imagine that's hot on your heels when you're running today. See you later.
Chocolate. Well done, Jen. I wish I had some chocolate. I did have some chocolate.
The boys got into it.
The chocolate monsters got into it. And so I ate all my chocolate.
It's hard to imagine one day they'll be growing up and everything we buy stays in the fridge.
I know. That'd be crazy.
Imagine that, being able to go back and get whatever you left in the fridge.
The minute something's opened here, it's gone. It's gone. I opened my chocolate last night and I had a couple of pieces out of it. Today, it's gone. She needed the extra push. Stay safe, Ufta.
See ya.
Don't let the Cookie Monster grab you.
Keep running.
Yes.
Yeah, hollow legs.
Yeah.
There's no filling them up.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it. Get in there.
If they knew it was in there, they'd get in there.
Yeah, but they wouldn't go looking there, would they?
No, not unless they knew it was there.
I'm sure they can smell it though. They're like drawn to the fridge.
Oh, you could be in the kitchen and like they're out the front, and you'd go grab something, and they'd be right.
They can't hear you call them, but they can hear a chocolate wrapper from 2 yards away.
Yeah. Yeah. Selective hearing is what it is.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it has been absolutely lovely to
been
have you with us, Jen. And who else is left in here?
It
Tammy
says
Sue?
3.
No.
Octa's just left. If you're watching this, thank you so much for being here. And
especially if you're watching it after, if this has gone up to video and you've managed to last all the way to the end here, thank you very, very much for that.
Yes. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, once again, Jen, thank you very much. We had a great time just sitting back and chatting with you. And you're really good at those riddles too.
Yes.
So you have an awesome day, and we'll have a good rest, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you so much, Joel.
Granny takes a trip.
Oh, Granny. Yes. Thank you also, Granny.
Thank you, Granny takes a trip. Much love, guys.
Stay safe and have a good Saturday.
Bye.
Bye. Definitely.
Have an awesome weekend, guys. Stay safe and warm. Bye.